fade out. Gets me every time. What is going on, folks? Friday night, 7:30. Y'all know what that means. Here along the Gulf Coast. It is time for the Panhandle Fishing Report. I'm your host, Smitty, with Smitty Surf Fishing, and with me always is my co-host.
What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a great night so far. Yeah, it's Demo from Finding Demo Surf Fishing Podcast. Welcome to the show. We've got a good packed one for you with great weather, some really cool scroll stuff, and a really good looking weekend ahead. And yes, Jack, you were first.
Yes, he was. First to comment. Nice.
And it's not a Facebook user, which is really nice.
Right? Yeah, normally it's the Facebook user people jump in first.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be a good weekend, man. Everything going through the old friggin' weather reports and this past week with some people's fishing pictures, it's looking like it's going to be a good one.
You know, I was worried last week when we were talking about, turn my headphones up, when we were talking about the weather and how things were looking, but it ended up Monday evening, Monday afternoon, and then Tuesday was nice. The rest of the week has been great. I mean, it's been awesome. It's definitely been nice, and I look forward to next week as well.
Yeah,
that's going to be good stuff.
Jason, I know I owe you a text message on a plan for tomorrow. I'll do it after the show. I'm sorry, man. I got home, got dinner, got a little busy. Jason wants to go out in the kayaks tomorrow. I am very much so interested in getting out there with you, bud. I really am. Might have to discuss Sunday, but we'll talk tonight or tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Right now, I'm pretty damn tired, so we'll see.
Hit the inshore or offshore?
I think we're going to go offshore, as was the plan. The waves tomorrow are looking to be about 1 footers or flat. Not too bad. Wind's going to be coming out of, I think it's northwest.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll get a nice little push out versus in, but it is a Snappo weekend if I remember correctly. So
yes, it is.
We can try to see what happens there. But yeah, it's looking good. The weekend, Jack. Yeah, Sunday is looking even better. It's just going to be a great weekend for everybody to go fishing in reality, and you're going to see it in the reports tonight when we talk. I mean, if you want mangrove, like apparently now is the time to be fishing for mangrove because it is friggin' on fire
everywhere. Pensacola Bay right now is loaded with mangrove. Is nice, but we'll get to that in the report.
We will
as we get going. This week's show is sponsored by GI Jigs. Use code PFR for 10% off your purchase. GI Jigs are patented hand-tied jig heads, custom designed around that eye. If you've seen them, you know what we're talking about. Entices those strikes and made with unique characteristics to entice fish into reaction strikes. Oh, look at that. Go check them out at gijigs.com.
As always, everybody, if this show has helped you, don't forget to share it out. We always are all for this knowledge because, hey, yes, we shoot the breeze throughout the show where there's a lot of information we pass. And once we get into the topic piece, we like to talk. We always like your interactions, but share this out because somebody is going to learn something. Maybe they'll get them the chance to go out a lot. So I feel like I might have caught one of those cocaine sharks. Hey, Salty. Hey,
oh, look at that. Got your shirt on.
My new shirt that's already been earmarked by my wife as that will magically disappear from my dresser to hers.
Sounds like you need to get another one.
Dude, they are so comfortable. It is like, it's not a dry fit. It's like this weird cotton blend. I don't remember what it is. I could look at the tag. It is stupid comfortable. I'm loving it. Absolutely loving it.
Nice.
Payback.
Facebook user.
Hello. No cotton. Oh, no cotton. Okay. But it's nice. Yeah. And it also has this nice little, and I'm starting to really enjoy something about the thumb hooks. I didn't think I'd like them as much. It was a different shirt I had for it, but now I'm starting to like thumb hooks a lot more.
Nice.
I'm getting more bougie in my old age.
Bougie. Fishing shirts are getting bougie though, man. They are. I mean, gotta make them sexy. Yeah, Tony, that cocaine shark that never gets old for us either. We were talking about that and the cocaine bear and some other stuff last time. But,
cocaine bear.
Donnie, what's up, buddy?
Hey, Donnie. So back and forth for the week of fishing here. Yeah. What'd you get out for?
We did. What did we do this week? Mangrove. We went out Tuesday, Wednesday, It was Tuesday. Got out and did some mangrove fishing in the bay there. Ended up with a nice flounder. Thought I was with the mangrove are so thick, and you got to weed through a bunch of them depending on where you go. But definitely rock structures, drop offs, bridges everywhere is holding mangrove snapper.
Nice.
Problem is carry a lot of bait with you because you will go through bait, especially if it's live shrimp. Best thing is live small alewives or pinfish, the really small ones, and you won't go through as much bait. And the fish that you do get are going to be the snapper that you're after.
Nice.
So, because otherwise you'll go through a shit ton of shrimp because the pinfish will eat you up, and it's ridiculous. The bigger pinfish, however, will eat that live bait as well.
Of course
We
they
did
will.
find that because we had some large rain minnows we actually caught in the net and threw those out, and the big pinfish were eating them up.
We'll go with that one. So it's
Yeah.
always the pins, man. We gotta catch another couple of the great white pins.
Oh yeah, those big ones. How about you, man? Did you get out and do any fishing?
I did. I'm not during the week. Unfortunately, I have started a new job. I guess it's fortunate in that one. So I am on the Monday to Friday grind now. I did get out over the weekend. I went out targeting bluefish and I caught a blue. Yeah, caught a nice one. It was a 16 incher. Cooked it up with the old sauce. I got some extra in the jar, ready to go.
Nice.
So that was nice. But I had a what's the best way to say this? I almost want to call it a nugget moment. Those of you in aviation, you'll know what I'm talking about. But so I was using a new rig that I had got from Rip and Reaper. Yeah, it's a sliding type weight. Mike's seen it. If you guys follow me on there, you guys saw it. It's 4 ounces on a wire, and I love it because it still can roll and move, but it sits well and it casts really well. So I threw it back out after catching the bluefish, and I had a small chunk of ladyfish on there, and I think it was a size 7/0. I think I was on a 7/0 hook. Not too big, obviously, pretty decent size. So threw it back out there and saw the line bend. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Started taking a little bit of drag. I was like, oh, all right, you can go ahead, buddy. I got time. Reeled it up, took off, and then dead slack. I was like, oh, okay, let me tighten it down a little. He got off. I didn't get the hook set because the line didn't droop and it didn't move. It was just dead. Reeled it up a little bit. I had a little too much drag on the Ultegra on. It was almost full. And all of a sudden, I got a little bit of tension and I got a little slack. And all of a sudden, I saw something in the water shine and something hit the afterburner. And as soon as it hit the afterburner, I actually said, oh, shit. And I felt the rod and then I heard the snap. And as soon as I heard the snap, I was like, oh. Then the braid came back and hit me in the face and it whipped me. And I was like, just mad. I was like, whatever you were.
Yeah.
Talking to a couple people, they're like, yeah, Bri, that was a shark. So I probably hooked up on a little black nose or something like that took me for a run and took my rig and some braid with it. So I'm sorry, shark, that you got away and somehow snapped my stuff. And I'm sorry that I was an inadequate angler to not have drag manipulation because I've forgotten how to friggin' catch fish.
All right, I'm gonna share something here.
Yeah.
All right. Boom.
Oh.
So I told you I'd found where we can make them.
Okay.
And we can order the straight wire, put whatever you want on there, and then they're special pliers to bend it back and create that closed loop on the other end.
Okay.
So we can make some. So
all right.
I told you I was going to research it. And I said, we'll just order some and make it. There it is. And they're not that expensive.
All right.
Order them like in packs of 50. So
I'm down. We'll make some for us.
Yeah. And then see how it goes. Yeah. But Barlow's Tackle, if you never looked there, that's a great outlet for lure making type stuff. They got a bunch of stuff there. So
well,
anyway.
I just did a podcast recording last night at 7:00 and this episode won't be out for a little while, but did an episode with Bird of Prey. I had a great conversation with Brian Arnold, and Brian has got he's pouring a bunch of egg sinkers. So I'm sure that we can find ourselves some egg sinkers now in an area we can finally get
Right.
to pretty quickly and
Nice.
support local versus out of overseas. Although
Yep.
I will, of course, go with the local tackle shops, but Brian is local, so that technically counts. I'm not out of my box.
There you go. Brian's the man. Yeah, I've talked to him a couple times on some things, and Brian's definitely a good dude.
But that I don't know if I can go grab it. I think I have a box of them. But if you guys haven't seen, yeah, I'll go grab it while you do some talking here. You got the tournament sales and seminar and opens and closures. So, but I'll go grab
Yeah.
that while you're doing that.
Okay. All right. So opening closures really haven't changed much. Red Snapper, obviously, every weekend now until the end of the month, November, to include Labor Day, which we just had pass, and Thanksgiving holiday. So that's be another 4-day weekend for snapper fishing. Trigger season's open to the end of the year, and Gag Grouper is open. However, I haven't seen or many reports this past week of grouper being caught. So if you got a photo, you went out, you got some grouper, let's see the photos because tag us on Panhandle Fishing Report because we haven't seen many gag grouper yet. Granted, it's only been a week, but not a whole lot being shown out there. So, and you don't have to go that far offshore either. There's grouper right in the bay. You just got to know where to look. Tournaments, sales, and seminars. Seminars we passed. Both of those were this week with the hook, line, and sinker seminar at Flounders Monday night. They were doing bottom fishing seminar, and then the legendary Marine 30A light tackle half hitch. They did blackfin tuna on Tuesday night. So nothing else that I saw coming up for as far as seminars, but those two are every first Monday and Tuesday of the month. So stay tuned. Check out their websites and social media stuff to see what they got coming up next. Tournaments, over to you, man. Or unless you got your show and tell.
Okay. So here's the thing.
There you go.
Here it is. So basically, the egg sinker's on here. There we go. Maybe that's better. As you can see, it's got a bead here, a little bit. Flows nice, closed end with a swivel, and then the other end is open. So, tie this end up with a Palomar knot. That way it's never going anywhere. But yeah, this is, I believe this is the 4 ounce. So you basically imagine, if you will, you get that current moving around.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to move into that rip and it's going to stay there once it finds its happy place. So the good old fish finding stuff that we've been talked about by, Blake Hunter, always like, dude, you got to use this kind of rig. It's smarter. Onto a Carolina style, really, really cool design. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen this before. This was the first time I'd ever seen it, and I've finally started using it, and I like it a lot. I just wish I hadn't lost one. So this is my last one until we make some.
There you go. Yeah, they have a lot of something similar to that with a lot lighter weight for freshwater fishing.
Yeah.
And it's like basically that's a modified Carolina. Your rig, your leader though is just going to be the amount it is, as opposed to a normal Carolina where it can slide and do what it needs to do. That kind of, and for casting purposes, I bet that cast it pretty nice too.
It did. I mean, I was obviously babying it.
Appreciate it, brother.
He does. He makes things better. I mean, I'm just the clown. He's the one that actually does stuff right. Donnie, that's a good question. No roll would probably do fine. I mean, in reality, you can get away with doing another one that, like Blake explained, was a fish finder rig. You can throw a bang sinker on the bottom with a single drop. Eventually, it's going to do the exact same thing, or throw it before. You will have the other side too to think about. If you're throwing something like this, you've got helicoptering to kind of worry about as well with your bait, but because this is going to take the lead and then the bait's going to flow behind it. But yeah, it's still, once it sits and you get the little tension off, it's still a nice, cool little change. You guys know I like trying new things to see what happens, because worst case scenario, I catch a fish. I mean, it's not a really bad deal there. So just like cool things and new ideas. I'm going to definitely keep going and give it a try. Okay.
You brought something up that sparked my memory there. Blake at Real 38 does have his surf fishing seminar. Those are back now. That'll be Thursday, September 21st at 5:30 out at the Big Chill 30A out in that area. So if you go check out his social media, Real REEL 30A, and you'll see all the info for that out there on how to get there and what it is and all that good stuff. We typically try to make it out there for
we
those.
might need to put that on your note side that way for next week.
Yeah, for next week as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Upcoming and ongoing tournaments starting tomorrow. We got September 9th, Marina Jack Yacht Basin, offshore, inshore Warriors on the water. September 23rd and 24th, Alabama Slamma with Bon Secure out of Gulf Shores. September 14th to 17th is Outcast Bait and Tackles Fall Blowout Sale. Hey, you only get 2, so you got this one and then spring. So this is a great time. I think the fall one, in my opinion, is better than the spring one. I don't know, but that's just me. But either way, great sale. If you're looking to get your hands on some reels at a better price or some rods and just equipment, you can't go wrong. It's definitely worth it. So that'll be Thursday. Starts Thursday at O'Dark, and the parking lot will be very full at O'Dark. So yeah,
grab your bucket and go walking around grabbing stuff,
and then hide it like I did, and then go back at 4 o'clock. Like, oh crap, here it is. I cannot believe that was still there. October 6th to the 8th, the first annual Emerald Inshore Slam out of Pensacola. Gonna be real good there. October 6th to 8th, Kids Can Fish, St. Simon's Island Running of the Bulls in Georgia. We will both be there. We will also see. Let's see here. Salty will be there. Justin Reed might be there. That one's still up in the air. Sinker Guy, the Fish Bites team, Barry. I mean, the list goes on and on. There's what's that?
Fish Bites
Brett will be there. The whole crew is going to all be there. So really good one. I think that the adult might have sold out today. I know they were really low on spots. However, no kids will be turned away. So all the kids side will be open. The kids will be able to fish. You'll be able to cast it out as an adult, but you'll only be able to do 2 rods for 2 rods per person, but no kids will be turned away. Very, very cool. Real Healing. Oh, are you going? That's a good question. Are you going? I wonder if you're driving up. John. Oh, dude. I think he's in my. No, he's not. I didn't put this in one of my scroll. John caught a crazy fish this week up in South Carolina. He got a permit, a big permit. It was like,
really?
That's not normal for your area.
No.
It was pretty cool. I think it might be in my scroll. I'll have to real check tonight. October 7th and 8th, Navarre Fishing Rodeo. October 20th to 22nd, Panhandle Salt Pompano Showdown. October 28th to 29th, Bon Secure Fishing Club, Fish for Families out of Gulf Shores. There will also be another tournament coming up to be announced in the very near future, so stand by for that. And that will probably be on next week's show, but be ready for that. There's going to be some stuff coming. That's pretty much the biggest ones I have up until October. November, we'll get you guys some more info when it's a little bit closer. And as always, if you have any kind of tournaments or charity things that are revolving around kids with fishing and fishing in general, stuff like that, by all means, send it over to us. Excuse me. We always want to support it. We want to help. That's, we got to pass on the addiction. We've all got it. You guys all got it on Solid Drip. Let's get it to the kids, man. I mean, they're the ones that are going to have to learn this stuff. So. Awesome. All right, over to you for this one. This should bring This should bring some good interaction.
Oh, that one, the question. Yeah, address Cliff's thing first. No, I didn't switch to Diet Coke. I Busch Light is what we got going tonight. I have a charter in the morning, so no liquor, no whiskey tonight. I had way too much whiskey last Friday night.
Being all adult like and
so I gotta be responsible. So let's have a few beers and we'll get that going. So no bourbon this evening. Just some Busch Lights, Busch Latte. In my makeshift cooler over here. Big old kitchen. I'll show it real quick.
Oh yeah.
It's my cooler. Big old kitchen bowl with some ice packs and a few extra beers in here. And a towel to keep them all nice and cool. So
it's definitely Holiday Inn Express esque.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Esque. Very, very Holiday Inn. Remember like Howard Johnson, maybe.
Ooh, Hojo's?
Hojo.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, we on to the question this week. All right, so this week's question. This has got a lot of parts to it. So, what is your go-to bait or lure for catching the following species? And we got 5 different species on there. So, What is your go-to bait or lure for catching the following species? First species, speckled trout. What is your go-to? Will always catch them. You have the most confidence in to catch speckled trout.
Rapala X-Wrap.
Ooh, that's a good one.
You?
Nice. Maridines.
You
Yeah.
and the Panama
Chris
City
Schubert.
boys.
Yeah.
Yep. Shuby,
Yeah.
he swears by
Yeah.
them damn things.
Maridines, the small Maridine, works like a champ. It really does. It'll definitely bring, and you get some other opportunities on there too, but
And
definitely.
you guys in the comments, by all means, jump in on this. What are your go-to lures for these things? That's speckled trout.
Yeah, speckled trout. What's your go-to lure or bait?
Or bait.
Yeah, Slam Shady.
Slam Shady's been good things on a
Yeah.
Megabass 818. I've heard a lot of people talk about fish bites. I've not been able to do it on a paddle tail. Not a trout anyway.
Yeah. Chartreuse Maridine. Yeah.
Jerk shads.
Yeah. So is the Slam Shady a color or is it the actual soft plastic itself? Because I heard someone refer to it as they caught it on the, and I don't know because I'm not in the,
Yeah, the Salt Strong
not
Nation.
in the Salt Strong Nation. So it's a color. Okay, so it's a 3-inch paddle tail. Then Slam Shady color. It's the color. Okay. Southern Salt Hoodwink.
Okay.
Salt. Oh, that's like the knock and tail kind of.
I think might be. Fresh shrimp. Yep, you can't
Shrimp.
go wrong with
Yeah.
fresh shrimp.
Yeah. I'm surprised nobody said popping cork, man. I figured that would have been like the number one popping cork with live shrimp.
Dude, I love the conversations people talk about that, but to me, the popping cork, like you caught them, but it's the whole. You got to know the depth you're throwing at to get it in that zone to do the popping, and I'm like, I need to get a retie, and I'm a lazy fisher.
And the rhythm and how many you.
That's
yeah. I was gonna say the rhythm of the pops, not the jerkin, but the pops to actually get them in there. Calls them in. And two, the style of pop and cork that you use can make a big difference.
Yeah.
And whether you have a cup mouth or you have just a normal football float rig or a pencil rig, smaller too. So it really depends on time of year and everything.
And you swear by the open mouth, right? The wave puller.
Yeah, it just moves so much more water. And then when you get your rhythm down and the line's tight and you get that pop, you'll actually get that glug sound when they're popping to actually bring them to the surface and get them going. So that's a good one. I mean,
Yozuri crystal minnow, nice. Frank, good one.
Nice.
He does.
Yeah, soft plastic wise, I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of them, but hard baits for speckled trout. If I had one to pick from, it would definitely be Maridine.
Nice.
Going forward. All right. Next species, redfish.
In the surf, fish bites. Just cut fish bites. Inshore, fish bites. I'm going with a paddle tail. I like those. I've had more luck with fish bites paddle tail on redfish than just about any other of my lures. You?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a 6-inch curly tail Fight Club.
Yep.
Anything that's gonna pull in any big curly tail, but with the Fight Club with the scent impregnated and the way it works, that's definitely my go-to on the GI jig. Anywhere from a 1/2 ounce to an ounce head.
You don't want the monster?
Heck yeah. Actually, that white and pink with the pink Fight Club is killer. That is awesome. But that's a good one. Any sort of big swim bait, I think, it works great.
Okay. All right, Donnie, haven't caught a red on anything but a sand flea terrier. We're talking about what's your go-to bait or lure for catching the following species, and we're on redfish. Andy, you giggle at, well, I gave her those things, and if you can get that close, I'll be impressed, sir.
Crab knuckle, yeah.
Yep, crab knuckle is phenomenal in the surf for them. Absolutely, Dustin.
I would say surf. I would go if I was. I mean, you wear yourself out casting that that
Yeah,
big paddle tail. But if I was going to go a set rig and throw it out, I'd go a small to medium mullet head. Yeah,
there it
real
is.
real coastal.
Real
Just
coastal.
throw it in there.
Yep.
Yeah, cut mullet. Um, but specifically the head section to probably halfway through the stomach, uh, and sling that out there.
Jason with
Whiting
a
head.
whiting head. Yep, heard good things about whiting head. The only issue in surf that I've run into when it comes to fish heads and stuff like that
Mm,
is I get the toothy critter to come get me before the red gets me.
yeah,
Ooh,
and live ly. Yep.
that's an interesting one. Okay.
Um, and trout the same way. And that's when you go into cut bait and you start using that specifically if you're like around the bridges and stuff like that at nighttime around here. That's where
Mhm.
you're going to get your big bulls and stuff like that. But you're also going to catch more sharks than you will redfish. The potential is there. So then you end up dealing with all the red, I mean, all the sharks, and you lose out on your red fishing. Where if you're throwing a big swim bait, soft plastic, things like that, that even bouncing it off the bottom, you're going to catch more of the target species than you will the bycatch for those. So,
Good one, Cliff. Reds in the surf on a
yeah,
huge sand flea and big sand fleas.
yeah,
I'm a big proponent after seeing in the tournament. Yeah, we talk a lot about little sand fleas for pompano because that's where we're going. But you put a couple of big ones on there, and you're going to attract some. You're going to attract something else. I
hmm
mean, you can
oh
get
yeah,
them permit. We saw what happened when you use a big, big old sand flea. You'll find a big old permit. But yeah, good call on that one too.
yeah. All right,
Uh,
ready for the next one?
yep, go for
Yeah,
Whopper
love
Plopper.
them.
I'll never use the Whopper Plopper ever again.
Pompano. What's your go-to bait or lure for pompano?
Fish bites, preferably electric chicken crab and crab knuckles. That's my primary go-to bait.
Mm,
You
Go shrimp.
cheater.
I will. I Hey, call it what you will. I will take the time to go out there and use ghost shrimp because it is proven to work. The problem with
Oh,
it
it is.
is it's
It's
just
like
like fishing
crack
with
for them, man.
it's just like fishing live shrimp in the grass beds, the pinfish and stuff. Everything else is going to eat them up so quick. So you got to have a lot with you. But ghost shrimp is definitely my number one.
Whoa, Jason,
Mm,
really?
not to bring up Slam Shady again, but
Was that in the
nice.
kayak?
Yeah, I'd be curious from the surf or in a kayak or
Yeah,
where.
Jason's been doing phenomenal in this kayak. It's been a lot of fun watching. Uh,
Stainless steel bar, Cliff or Carl. Sorry.
Carl, the other one I use is Dawn dish soap. That gets the oil residue off. That gets it all out of there. Um,
Nice.
eh,
So for those
and
that weren't, Carl jumped in and asked a question. What's the best thing to use to get the fish and bait smell off your hands? That could be a good question coming up. But
yeah, there you go. Congrats, Carl. You just
still got,
created
yeah,
next week's question. Thank you.
we
One,
still got more species to talk about here.
all right, yeah,
Uh,
send that over. Oh, it was in the yak. Okay, yeah, send it
mm,
over to me in the text, dude. I'll turn do not disturb off so I'll know when it comes through.
yeah, fleas and crab, electric chicken fish. But yeah, electric chicken was hot there for a while.
It
That
was.
pink and green. And as we discussed, was it last week or week before? You're going to fish what you have confidence in.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the more confidence you have in something, the better. Yeah, ghost shrimp, Cliff, absolutely. Then sand fleas.
Green,
Yep.
pink, fish bites and fish gum. Yep. Yep.
Yep.
Lemon oil. Yeah. We'll nail into that question for next week, Carl, because I've got like a whole bunch of stuff that I have like a whole regimen I use now and it works. It works like a charm. All right. Next
Two more
one.
fish. Yeah. Next one's flounder. What's your go-to for flounder?
Prayer.
A hope and a prayer.
Um, the first flounder I caught in the surf was on a crab knuckle that it was sitting low, and then the second one was during the tournament with a piece of ghost shrimp in a mossy head, uh,
The bags.
mossy head bag, and
Mhm.
that held up because I was getting my ass whipped on pinfish, just crushing me down. He spit it at the end, but I swear he caught it. Hey, I
Mhm.
believe you.
Yeah. Nice.
It's a good one.
Look at that. Throw in hope, real coastal. Yeah. Uh, bacon. What? Terry, you catching flounder on
What?
bacon?
Man.
I mean, I did see a video by somebody that was doing that, but Curly tail, grub, yeah. Gigs. Gulp jerk shad again. Or bonita strip again. Yeah, so I'm a bull minnow type sounder fisherman. I'm gonna put that on a Carolina rig, throw that out there,
Mhm.
and just let it work that way. I have not yet caught one on a dirty boxer. That'll be next.
This guy does.
Bun, yeah, Bun tears them up.
Bun will tell you all day. Curly tail fish bite, and we know that this
Mhm.
stuff works. Bun, that is his primary killer, and he is a phenomenal fisherman when it comes to flounder. So
Oh yeah.
I know they work.
But yeah, that's what we'll. Okay, thanks, Square. That's what works for me is the bull minnows and stuff. So and then like I said, the one we caught the other day was on a large glass minnow. So
Pomp rig, yeah.
bloodworm on a carrot. They don't use as much bloodworm down here. Like growing up in Virginia, fishing the Chesapeake Bay area, that's all we use: bloodworms and minnows, eels, things like that. Um, caught a lot of spot croaker, uh, crab. We use crab for trout and redfish and stuff. But
Tom up there and over in
yeah,
Georgia, live mullet on finding rigs, crushing flounder too.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a fun one to go after.
yeah.
It really is.
But they got to have something to give them some movement, live movement, so they can jump on and hold on to that thing and bite. So we have bloodworms.
Do we have bloodworms in the air? I mean, no, well, I wasn't going to say it, but I'll say it now. This year I have fish bites bloodworm scent that I plan on using in the surf to test it because I have a feeling it's going to work because it's not a familiar scent down here. So I will be using that this year.
Nice. Yeah, and mud minnows, yeah, pretty solid also. Yeah, when it comes to those. Old salts, fish them here.
K hooks.
Yeah. That's what we used. Well, yeah, K hooks and the minnow with like a bucktail over it. Or another thing that works really good for flounder is shark belly. When you catch those, because you're looking for just sort of some sort of white strip bait. So when we would catch the dogfish and stuff like that, we would just cut the belly out of them, send them back to the bottom because circle of life, whatever, and then use the cut strips out of the belly meat. Stays on the hook. It's nice and sturdy and strong, and you'll definitely catch flounder with that. We caught some nice ones, like
Nice. Okay.
7, 8, 9 pound.
Yeah, it'd be nice to go catch some. I mean, gigging is one part, but I want to catch them. I don't know why I'll walk in the water for crabs all day, but stepping on things, yeah.
All right, last species. What's your go-to bait or lure for red snapper?
Facebook watching because I have yet to catch a red snapper.
Seriously?
I have not caught a red snapper. Well, no, let me rephrase that. I have caught a red
snapper.
No, it was a keeper, but the only time I've caught a red snapper was on a party boat.
Okay. All right.
Cigar minnow. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
Squid.
Fish bite squid.
Yep. Okay. I use that on the party boat. Anytime I'm on a party boat, I am putting fish bite strip squid on my hook. And people will look at me funny, but that's fine. They can take the live squid. They're gonna come after that bite, and they have, and it's bloody marvelous.
Yeah. And whatever cat Mike Smith puts on my hook. Yeah. Whole 6-inch Boston Magnet. But I don't know if we can post that one.
I don't think Steve's here though. We're gonna go with that. Steve's not in Florida.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You know the same thing I was thinking.
Yeah, Steve's not here.
Yeah, I'm with fish gum cut bonita or a whole a small hardtail or pinfish. If I'm gonna use live bait and send it down, that's gonna get your bigger ones. But otherwise, it's big chunks of bonita.
And I've gone out with you. I've gone out with Tony. Unfortunately, I don't have the extra 6 inches of vertical that Tony has, so I can't get much further out there. I have had zero luck catching them from shore there, but I will catch one in the kayak, and it will eventually end up on my Catch a Florida memory list, so I can finally go, okay, I caught it. But yeah,
we'll remedy that. I didn't know that. We'll make that happen.
hey, I'm down. Why not? I mean, I might be tomorrow or Sunday, depending on after the conversation I have with them. Who knows? Plus, I'd love to get the kayak out. I mean, I've been dying to ever since the knee injury. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
John, yeah, that would be good. I mean, you depending on how close it gets to you guys. I mean, that I have a feeling we'll pull it up tonight on the weather report. I think it's going to stay a little bit too far off, but Lee keeps pushing a little bit more left every day.
Yeah, you're right. Fishcom says slow pitch jigging is good too. Yeah, definitely. Those nomad jigs or squid treks or the vibes or any of those that you want to throw down for artificial. And Kids Can Fish says live cigar, hands down, or pogie, or a filleted red mouth grunt. Yeah, our ruby, we call them ruby red lips up here. You catch some of those, you drop that down. That's going to get it pretty quick.
It was a good question, man. That was a really good setup. Nicely done.
It's about education. Talking about, what do you use? What everybody uses.
And it's red snapper weekend, so you just got some little tips there, everybody. If you plan on going out trying to get after the red snapper, it can be caught from shore in the Panhandle. It has been proven. It has been shown. So go a little bit on the inshore or something like that. There's plenty of them there. Use these tips and tricks. Go catch some fish. It'll be great.
There you go. Awesome, Terry. We'll see you when you get down here. I'm sure out on the beach somewhere.
Nice. All right, let's get into the fishing report. The fishing report is being brought to you by Rogue Reels Fishing. Use code ROGUE15 to save 15% off your order. Rogue Reels makes quality hand-tied fishing leaders like the Smitty rig, a 20-foot, 500-pound class deployment shark leader, and the Demo rig, a heavy-duty double drop. Go check them out at Rogue Reels. That's REELZ fishing.com.
Nice. Well, for offshore, this week is pretty much a carbon copy of last week. Going through. Hang on, I wanted to pull up a photo, have it queued up, but there it is. Boom. All right. So carbon copy of last week. The weather dying down. Tuesday, allowing folks to get offshore. Trolling for kings and mahi is still the ticket offshore. If that's what you're going to do, the bite is still pretty strong. Vermilion snapper, mangrove, trigger bite, still strong. Chumming. I said that last time too. Chumming them up from the depths is still the way to get them fired up. Even though gag season has opened yet, we haven't seen too many reports, as I mentioned in the very beginning. But I will show. I don't know if I showed this one on here or not. That was a nice gag in the bay, so you don't have to go offshore to catch them. And that was there's our buddy Tom and some red snapper. And that was another one on a trip. So right there in the bay, you don't have to run off far. They're out there. Of course, that wasn't open season, so we had to let them swim away.
Of course.
Sucked.
Did you put it up for your Catch a Florida memory list?
I did. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Terry, no, the hurricane did not hurt fishing for us at all, not even a little. I don't even think it really increased it, but we knock on wood, are over the turn of summer here. Our weather's starting to switch, which we'll talk more about here in a little bit later in the show. And the fishing has picked up quite nicely on just about every category. Yeah. So some good stuff's coming. Cliff, anything? The sundown.
To go to for catfish, squid.
Yeah.
Rotten shrimp, anything smelly and stinky.
Mm-hmm. All right, inshore half hitch was reporting flounder reported, but mostly through gigging, not so much catching. Mangrove in our area. I don't want to say this because it's such a good spot, and I don't want to blow it up, but an area between half hitch and the beach. We'll just go with that. Trout is very, very, very active in the grass area. So if you know a grass flat area, which if you are anywhere near Mike and I, We've got about a 3-mile stretch of it that you can reach quite comfortably from the shore if you park your car on the side of the road there off 98. It's good. Were you say something?
No, I said yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh,
you're right.
Half Hitch Navarre will be getting live shrimp tomorrow, and they have a ton of live tiger minnows right now, which we all know that's real good bait. Go get some. I know you need it. Yep. Outcast Bait and Tackle up in the Pensacola area is talking about mangrove. Shocker. It's pretty much everyone's talking about it. Anywhere near structure, bridges, passes, it's crushed. It's just go get them. Grass flats also with the trout. Big hits there. They have live shrimp right now, and they plan on getting some more. Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle reporting trout in the grass flats mostly. And here we go, talking about your popping cork. Get out there, wade on it, throw the popping cork. There are lots of good ones there. A couple of reds were also caught out in that zone. So, yeah. That was pretty good. Oh, that was Gulf Breeze Bait and Tackle. Yep, my brain's not working. Mangrove on the docks and bridges. Then they have live shrimp, and they should have enough for the weekend. All Alabama Beach Bum Outdoors reporting Fort Morgan Pier, flounder, speck reds down in Lagoon Pass, mangrove out in Perdido Pass. They have live bull minnows and live shrimp. Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle, flounder and reds heavily at the jetties. Get in on them with small pins, live bait, small fish. They're tearing them up that way. Trout in the grass flats as well. They have also full, they're all stacked up on live bait as well. So if you need some, great place to go. Get your hands on some. So all your tackle shops in this area pretty much were reporting good across the entire Panhandle. I know I did this one a little bit more. I did not get down with Panama City today. I'm sorry, I got home a little late. But from what I gathered from the other conversations, everybody just is either getting restocked tomorrow or was restocked today. So everybody should have live bait.
Yeah, that redfish bite is turning on pretty good right now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of reports, a lot of the charter reports coming in that are big redfish and schooling around the jetties. So that should mean in our area, like I know Emerald Coast and them are talking Destin, but around our pass here in Pensacola, Fort Pickens Point there in that area, they should be starting to stack up out there as well. So this weekend be a good weekend for you to get out and then provide us a report. Let us know how you did.
Don't forget to tag us in the pictures.
That's right.
We will look.
That seems to work better, tagging as opposed to the
yeah, it does.
But, all right, again, surf Groundhog Week. That's sitting over there. There we go. Pompano hitting the beaches. A lot of pompano. Bluefish, Spanish mackerel are in the surf. Grab your favorite casting rod, like we said last week. And as always, the nighttime is the right time for sharks. And actually, the daytime too. Sharks are being caught, but ethically, you want to do your shark fishing at nighttime when the beaches are not crowded and away from everybody. So remember that.
And if you plan on harvesting a shark and you are in Florida, because this is the Panhandle Fishing Report, Alabama, I know you get a little bit of a different there. Make sure you take your shark course online. It doesn't take you very long. It's good to have. It's for a full year. Make sure you get that done. Be smart. Please be smart. Know it's a forbidden species and don't be the one to friggin' catch one and take it out of the water. It's not, it's all bad. Don't be the one. All right, into the piers, going all the way out to Panama City. Panama City reported a kind of a slow week, a little bit strange. They were rocking a lot of Spanish in the morning and a few pompano. Bait is all over that pier right now. They said that they have an abundance of bait just hanging out. So if you're trying to get your hands on some real quick and easy, drop that thing down, go get your hands on it. Okaloosa also reported a very slow week, which I thought was very strange. Okaloosa is normally our hot spot, but they were rocking in with a ton of small pompano. So that's a good sign of that for that area. That means we're going to see probably a really good growth come a couple more months here. We're going to have some great numbers rocking through. Excuse me. Ladyfish, hardtail, and Spanish. Navarre Pier was rocking in with some Spanish mangrove, yellowtail, ladyfish, hardtails, and pompano. Pensacola Pier is also very stacked right now with bait, and they said they were kind of surprised that they did not have more action, but they said they had some decent ones with cigar minnows, red drum, yellowtail, Spanish mangrove, and hardtails. So the pier is doing all right, no problem. A little funky, but kind of not a horrible shock, but hey, it'll get better. It always does. Call it an off week. Next week will be even better.
Yeah, so now's your time to go out there and stock up. Pack your freezer bags full of cigar minnows, little jacks for chum, hardtails, whatever. Start building up that freezer stockpile for all the snapper weekends we're going to have coming up. So, you mentioned the shark course, and I went over here to my phone to start checking because mine's coming up due, and I was like, "Oh crap!" But it's not till the 28th, so
You got a little
I'm
bit
I'm
longer.
good. I get a little bit of time before I have to renew it. I was like,
Cliff,
"Man,
good point.
I'm good."
Excellent point. If you are in Florida, go ahead and get set up the automatic renewal because you know you're going to go out there and fish.
Mhm.
Don't lie to us. We know you. Set up those auto renews. You'll be good.
Yeah, I wish, in a way, I wish we would do like Alabama and everybody's license. It's not from when you buy it, but it's good for the year,
Mhm.
and it renews the same time every year.
Hey, I just love a national one.
That's pretty good too.
Here you go. Here's my money. I can fish anywhere. Leave me alone.
Yeah, leave me alone. Freshwater, saltwater. Here I am. I'm legal to fish. It's like your concealed carry. It's because your license should be reciprocal in the
Reciprocal to
different
this.
state. Yep. All the states I go to. Here's my fishing license. I'm good. Leave me alone.
That
I
was the
like that.
Texas way also. Okay. Yeah. All right.
Mhm.
John, it is good to see you on here. It's been a while since we've seen you. You've been a busy man. You've been growing, man. Congratulations. You're doing great things up there.
Heck yeah. I missed the beginning. What are you drinking tonight? Bush lattes tonight. I got a charter in the morning, so no bourbon this evening. Just a couple beers to shoot the shit with everybody.
All right. What do we
Hey,
got for weather?
weather. I got to bring mine up. We're up there already, don't we?
Oh, I should
Here's
probably bring mine up. I totally forgot to redo that one there.
National Fishing License Demo for president.
No, 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 nope,
You don't want that.
nope. Uh,
Um, I'll be honest, or I'll throw out this plug, not necessarily being honest. But if you guys didn't check out Real Coastal's video they posted at the beginning of the week, they actually were out there on the boat watching us while they were
yeah,
fishing, which I thought was pretty cool. I was like, "Whoa, check them out, catching redfish and watching us at the same time." All right,
it was
weather I think is looking pretty good this weekend specifically. Um, 90s, low 72. So that nighttime temperatures is what I want to keep focusing on as it starts getting down. Like we need to get those down like the mid 60s. Um, bring that water temperature
Oh, I
back
can't
down to
wait for
that magic.
60s.
Oh man, it's gonna be
Oh,
awesome. And
sweater
but
weather.
winds are looking good. They're not looking bad at all. That north wind at 10. That'll be a good day to take my little boat offshore.
Thursday
Um,
is supposed to be the worst that I saw. What are you seeing on there?
yeah, I mean it's north at 10 is what it's showing. Um,
Okay.
but that's not. I mean, that'll be nice and calm close to shore, and be a little choppy further out. But I mean, for the next 10 days, weather's looking pretty decent. No rain at least, so
Yeah.
that's good, and the wind's bearable. So whether you want to go inshore, offshore, fish the beach, things are looking right.
And the surf level's not that bad either as we're going to here. Mostly, I mean, I don't even need to bring it out, show you that. I'm going to bring a different graphic up. But come on, work with me there, computer. That's what I need you to do. There you go. That is what we need here. Where did it go? Oh, of course, now after I pulled it up earlier, now it wants to friggin' do this to me. That's the
Make you go
story of
back
my
to
damn
the
life,
weather.
isn't it? All right, let me mark my here. Let me get into my share screen. Phenomena. There is no chance in hell, you guys. If I'm not going to run for on the board of my HOA, I'm not about to run.
You don't want that. Trust me.
What do we got here? I don't even know what that does, but that was kind of cool. All right. So winds, basically, I really, it's going to be nice. Biggest one I want you guys to pay attention to is obviously the hurricane down here moving in. Winds are basically going to be looking to hang out northwest, right around 4 to 8, 10 knots. As you can see here, there's the switch right there into Saturday, coming 13 knots off the stern. giving us a little bit long bomb casting. There we go into Sunday. Rocking in there. We're going to be playing around with a little bit of movement here, but keep in mind with the way the direction here with the weather. And you see Texas has got a little bit of heat coming in, but this hurricane is going to start playing more so here and not really much in our area. I'm not too worried about with anything on that. And the currents, things are looking pretty good. So into Tuesday, as you can see, a little switch there back into our face. We're going to see a 16 pop up here pretty soon. We got some high teens coming in. So it's going to be just fine in reality. Waves are going to be rocking in at a whopping 1 foot, maybe 2. I saw that pick up one time. So you're not really in any kind of bad spot. Weather-wise, obviously, just look at the rest of it throughout the country. Pay attention to how they're swirling, and all good stuff there. So as you can see here, the hurricane just darted north off here. Windy's been okay, but a little bit off. So I have a feeling it might curve a little more. Unfortunately, let's hope that the old Bermuda does not take a direct hit, because that's a category 5. There ain't nothing weak about that right there. So, and that's going to hit them pretty good. So hopefully it kicks. Love you guys on the East Coast. We do. But hopefully it kind of sticks a little bit more to that side. Of course, I had the damn thing up, and sure enough, it's gone. I will say one of the nice things has been all week has been my driving to work in the morning with the windows down.
Yeah.
I've been quite happy about that. And man, I am so butthurt this isn't back on here, and I don't want to spend this entire time trying to find the damn thing. But I pulled up the water temperature on here. And it was kind of nice of a change to see. What it had was a little bit more of, there it is. That's what I needed to click. Take a look at these currents. That's also an indicator for your hurricanes. But as you can see here, we're still bleeding red. We're 86 in our area. Gets a little bit. Oh, it dropped a little bit. So there you go. 86 seems to be the primary running around, I guess. 87 there. 84. Ugh. But that hurricane's down here, right? 86 degrees.
86.
That's tackling fuel. There ain't nothing slowing that thing down. But yep, the currents is what I really wanted to show you guys here. Pay attention to how they run, because that gives us a little bit of an indication of what these hurricanes are going to do. And El Nino is doing that fun push, as you see that giant shot to the north. So hey, Carolinas and these pieces, we're going to be looking for you. If anybody's in New England, I did see some bands coming up towards here. If it comes up like that, and it's going to scotch out before it hits Nova Scotia. But yeah, keep your eyes on this stuff. Yeah, we want y'all to be safe.
There you go. That's pretty good. I didn't know it showed the currents on there like that on Wendy's.
Yeah, I found that on accident.
By accident. Like, whoops, look at there. All right, onto the scroll.
The scroll. There we go. There's the button. That's what I wanted. Panhandle Scroll being brought to you by Green Get 'em Rigs. They got you covered for all your rigs and bead needs, from the green or original Green Get 'em to the Pink Pound 'em and the Orange Crush 'em beads. They catch good fish. They really do. Check them out. Green Get 'em, GETM rigs.com.
Nice. All right. I closed my feed. Now I got to go back and open it again, too. There we go. Saved. 9-8. What? How can you save something and then it tell you it's not available right now? Anyway.
It's the robot aliens.
I guess. Present, share screen. I forget what it was, but I bet it was pretty cool. Otherwise, I wouldn't have saved it. All right. Okay, so let's see if it'll play this reel in here, if it's going to go to a different screen. Yep, there we go.
That's a fish right here. About to let eyes it sticking. Boom. Got him.
Skadoosh.
That's what I live for.
That's a nice flounder right there. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's awesome. So that is just, I mean, that's flounder gigging right now. This time of year, it's hot. Bob Sykes. I mean, you don't need a boat to go get those mangrove. That is a good night right there. And Mike Foley, he's had a couple good nights out there.
Yeah.
Nice black drum there. Another good night. Some bluefish mixed in there. Nice whiting. Or is that trout? And and some mangrove. Nice redfish. Another good set of
He's
if
not
you're
having a
wondering where
bad.
to go catch mangrove,
Apparently, he's having a really, really hard time out there.
yeah, another nice little eating size black drum there. Another nice redfish. So Bob Sykes, man, that's the spot right now. Let's see here. Where we else? Oh yeah, look at this. Got 7 reds. Mike Foley again. I didn't even realize it was the same dude. But not by boat, by land. Up there at Jim's Fish Camp. Another nice mangrove, nice little red, little black drum, a little bit of everything. I mean, and the good scenery. I mean, look at that. Nothing wrong with that right there.
No, not at all.
That's awesome. Let's see. So definitely, the reports, mangrove was heating up. Boom, mangrove is heating up right now. We go Gulf Coast gigging. If you want to get out on some flounder right now, I mean, he is on them. That's a good night.
Yeah.
I mean, another good stringer. Nothing wrong with some flounder and some blue crab. I mean, so go check them out. Gulf Coast gigging out there. That's it's the first I've seen of a gigging charter. That's pretty awesome. I've seen bow fishing, but not gigging. Niceville Bait and Tackle. There's a lot of these small little bait and tackle shops that are popping up. Blackwater one that we talked about last week.
No.
Niceville Bait and Tackle. Got the bait listing there. You can pull up right in your boat, jump out, go grab your stuff, and then head right on out. So go check them out. Niceville Bait and Tackle. Thought that was pretty cool.
And there you go, everybody. I mean, if you Google tackle bait near me, some of these little ones are going to pop up. So, we all always say go to the tackle shop if you can. Support your local businesses, but they're also local businesses. So, hey, you're helping our local economy. Go find that bait because if they can't use it, they got to cut it down and use it for chum and something else. So, go get it while you can.
Yep. We don't talk about freshwater too much, but that's a nice mess of.
You've been on a kick lately. This is the second week on your freshwater.
I'm trying to incorporate those guys because it's there's a lot of freshwater fisheries around here too that people just don't realize. But that's a good little fish fry right there. So great job. Who was that? Jalen Everett. Yep, you did get a few. That's over in Weewahitchka, over in Panama City area. Where we at? 331 Bridge. Man, what'd they catch? Oh, mangrove. Look at that.
Thunk.
Who'd have thunk it? I'm telling you, right now is the time to go get mangrove snapper. Dalton Spitzer out there at the 331 Bridge. That's a nice mess right there. So, got those and Perdido. Is this Cyril?
Pompano.
Nice. That is a nice mess of pompano. Got your little blue runner there, and a whiting. So, another good day. Boom. Nice. Pompano.
Is that a permit?
That one looks pretty fat right there. Is it a permit? It is.
Yeah.
I just realized that. You got your 2 pompano down here and a permit in the middle. Nice.
It was the dorsal got me on that one. It's always the dorsal that I'm always looking at now.
Yeah. Nice one. Yeah, I didn't even realize that at first. Not another nice. That's back to the original picture. But yeah.
Very nice.
Pompano are running to beaches right now. And I wonder if the other one, I thought I saved Real
not
Coastal's,
available.
Real Coastal's black drum that they caught. Julie's black drum. Maybe that.
I wonder if I have it too.
Anyway, they got out on some nice fish as well. So anyway, that's all I got for the scroll. A lot of fish, a lot of pumping. I mean, we're telling you the mangrove are out there and the pictures are supporting it.
Yeah, for sure. Alrighty, let me scroll. I've started a new thing where if I'm sitting around, I'm gonna start doing it like this.
Right.
I add a couple.
There you go.
This frigging guy.
Yeah.
Dawn has been on it, and as you can see, I mean, there's structure. Yeah, lots of great ones, and that's not a tiny mangrove. So yeah, good one out there. Yep. Buddy, old Justin Reed fishing. got himself a nice, delicious. Come on, internet. There we go.
There you go.
There's that toothy critter. Yeah. Do not try to lip a bluefish. You
Yeah.
will lose.
Yeah.
More than your pride. Not good. All right.
yours?
Who is? Yep. There we go. Real
Oh,
coastal.
Julian. Yeah.
Julie. This is the blue they caught. There you go. Fish nuggies. Love some fish nuggies. I mean, you can't go wrong. Oh.
No. And some tots. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, you spoiled puppers.
Hey.
Hey.
Great beer choice, by the way. I like that. Bush lattes.
Need them to like officially sponsor our show.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
We'll put a banner up for you guys.
Yeah. This show's
And
sponsored
here's
by
the
Bush.
blues that they caught. Julian Brett got after it, and they are.
There were some nice ones too.
Why is this taking forever?
Forever. My mind went to the same spot. Oh, there it was.
There you go.
Yeah. Nice.
Decent blues. And
Yeah.
they have been coming into the evening, first light and evening time. And we've said it before, we'll say it again. As soon as you catch it, bleed it. Get the blood out. When you cut them up and you towards the skin side, that dark meat, hey, if you cut the fillet, cut it down in half, then cut that dark meat out, you're gonna have a delicious flavor fish. The dark meat, it makes it a little rough.
Well, you got a good post on the Finding Demo.
I did. I'm
like that.
I only had to put it on TikTok. Sorry, everybody. Apparently, on Facebook, I have to stay at 1 minute, and that was like a 3-minute video. I was like, I'm not playing this game. Plus, it was a tired night. White marlin. I didn't really talk about this one just because I didn't really get in touch with anybody that could tell me more. So kind of left it alone. But hey, if you want to get in on this, it's this weekend. So the crew meeting was today. So hopefully you already knew. But we'll get some fun stuff.
Hopefully you're in there.
Yeah, my bad. Sean again.
Yeah.
See, is that a mangrove? Because he said it was, but it was. I didn't realize they could get so dark.
It depends on where they're living in there.
Oh, that's true. But beautiful fish. Another one. Nice catch, Sean.
Oh, Gulf Shores.
Oh
yeah.
Ninja came down.
Team. Yeah.
They came down to have some fun, and they tested a new rod, the 13-footer, which will be coming out soon. But that's a very nice Ellis Spaniel. There's that guy, Jack.
Yeah.
Look at you all happy out there. And Matt enjoying. There's John. Got himself on a good one there.
Yeah.
It looks like a frisky. Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of, there he is. There's a lady. You know that thing was flopping in his hand hard right after that bigger. Like, let go of me. And they're delicious. They got some yummies in. So glad they got to come down, get some good chow in, get some good times. Good ones there. Okay, this is from the pier, Okaloosa, and this was before September 2nd, but they put it in there. Just because it's slow doesn't mean there's not fish. And they got after it. They went and had some fun. They caught some things. And look, we talk about it all the time. The kids, get the kids out there. That's the good stuff. If you're not following Okaloosa Pier, very good one too. They drop daily reports, so you know what's going on, everything that went through that. Always great to have them on there. So definitely keep following. Words, English sentences. There we go. Oh. All right. You too, Coastal?
Yes.
Jordan, getting out, got the family out, got some fishies. Everybody's happy. That's all that matters.
You got a lot of them on there.
A
little bit of everything.
It's a good
Everybody
mixture.
gets a fish. You get a fish and you get a fish.
You get a fish. You get a fish.
Yeah.
I love this article. No, not you. I mean, fishing rods and flies dating back to 12,000 years ago. So this goes into something else that you've seen a lot of us talk about, ideas. Look, we all build off of historical ideas. We all learn from someone else. If you want to give credit, that's even better. If you learned from somebody because, hey, they taught me, that's cool. You're not reinventing the wheel. You're not even putting a new spoke in the wheel. You're just adding a new one on your wheel.
Yeah.
It's all been done. Do some research, do some fun stuff. But look, fishing's been going on for years. And this article is kind of
every
fun.
new idea. I'm gonna start crediting back to these guys. The whatever.
German Flugen catching
It
Kremen.
was in Germany. Okay.
Ah, the what are you afraid of, Tommy?
The
The Germans.
The Germans.
I have no life. Rizzo.
Oh yeah.
Another hell of a great angler right there, and look at that
Yes.
blue paintbrush tail. And we
Mhm.
all know if you don't know, here's some knowledge for you. That means they like shrimpies. They've been mowing shrimpies down. So fun thing I learned. Little rat reds,
Mhm.
but he got out there and had some fun. And it's always good to look at what he's using. Nice trout.
Yeah. Dude, speaking
Hey.
of nice trout,
Who's that? What? Go back.
Fever. No.
Oh, Fever. Yeah.
Drew's trout, 30 some 20 some inches, 30
That
inches.
wasn't a
whatever.
trout. That was an alligator.
Yeah. Oh, that's a nice one too.
Yeah, lots of good stuff here. So Rizzo, It's good to see you back in the kayak, man, out running around. It really
Mhm.
is. Are now I'm gonna call them local, but real time surf
Yeah.
fishing. Finally gonna be living in our area, getting the kids out, having a good time. She's just crushing it.
Yeah.
Come here. Yeah, they've been getting out, getting some good fish. Another great channel to follow right there. They're doing fun things. What
Oh.
was this? Emerald Coast Bait and Tackle. Only a couple days ago. Yeah. So if you've been looking to get your stuff, they just got a bunch in. Lots of new things coming in. I got a super scroll tonight. Dear Lord.
I was bummed about
art.
this one.
You're what?
I was kind of bummed about this one because we weren't going to be here.
They do this every year during that tournament. It's kind of like, damn it. It runs right alongside the fishing rodeo.
Mhm.
But if you're going to be in the area, there you go. Join the Okaloosa Pier. So this is Okaloosa, not Navarre this year, which is cool. That's a nice change. Take a kid fishing day, September 7th or October 7th. There's going to be a lot of great stuff out there. Half Hitch rocking in with that one, but definitely a good event to go to. We'll keep talking about it, and we will get with a pier on that and see what else we got coming. But if you want to go out, that's a good one there. Old Destiny. You guys know I've talked about my neighbor all the time. He's one of the deckhands on board. They've been doing pretty good.
Yeah, they have.
Destiny and they've just been having a great year. On the last day of AJ's, they got a tank.
Mhm.
They got a super tank. Wahoo!
Nice.
Monsker getting out, getting after it on the Boat. That's a good fish, man. Great job.
Heck, it is.
Okay, so
I forgot to put it.
this was open for debate of like, oh, that's funny, and a lot of crap went. Look, Cobia was a weird one this year. We've been talking about it on the show, 6 months.
Yep.
They are doing more research, and one of the comments I saw was, well, geez, now you want to do the research. How many fish species are there out there?
Right.
Calm down. Seriously.
Yeah.
On top of that, they have budgets. Guess what? All these things are not going to go together. So seriously, throttle it back before you go full clown mode. At least they're doing something. So I'm not on that. I'd love to jump on the bandwagon here and say something, but if you got a chance and you catch one, do something cool. Turn it in for research.
They're researching the reproductive organs of the fish is what they're looking at. So I don't know if that has much to do with the migration coming in here. Maybe they can tell something. I don't know, but that's it's been weird for cobia. So
I am really glad Tony shared this. This is kind of cool. Mississippi State right here.
Mhm.
They've been tracking a tag tarpon. So the release here was a tag.
Mhm.
So that's what? Pensacola. Yeah, a little bit more to the
that's Mobile, so
Fort
that's going to
Walton.
be it's going to be I bet it's
He didn't cross over land unless one of you helped it. But anyway,
that's Mobile base. That's going to be more Perdido area.
Oh yeah, good call. That's call. Good call. But look at this run. Over to Louisiana, I'm gonna come over here. Came in, then it got into the marshes. This stuff is pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
These are the different ones. Tag here, all the way down, hanging out down here. What's down there, buddy? What you doing down there? What's going on? Why is every one of them down here? Not
Yeah.
telling you guys where to go, but there you go. There's a little,
There you go.
knowledge right there. But I love that you're starting to see more of these tagging items because it gives an idea of how they migrate, and that's kind of a lot of that. That's just phenomenal knowledge to learn about. Well, apparently you don't like to travel much.
No,
Jeez,
you're just going right over there.
hanging out, Ernest. But yeah, this is a fun one to follow. So Mississippi State marine fisheries ecology, real cool one there. But that was a fun one to learn about.
They
Sorry,
have a
y'all.
lot
I'm
of
gonna keep
information
scrolling.
out there.
Yeah, what
Shark
colleges?
information, a lot of stuff out there you can go get.
Blake Hunter rocking
Yeah.
in with a couple of pompies. There's some tails there. Blake's a hell of an angler. Really worth following, and definitely go to his seminar. I learned a ton going to those things, so totally worth it. Absolutely. What did we get here? See, that's what's bad. Like through my week, all of a sudden I'm like, I don't know. Look at that. That's what that card's
There you
for.
go. That's what the card's for.
Kids fishing. It works.
Nice.
Oh man, I'm glad he got out, and they had a real fun time, and that's all that really matters. That's the time. That's where the memories start. And hell, every podcast it's pretty much been. Where'd you learn to fish? My dad.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
This little friggin'. Hey, what you got there? What you got yourself
Whoa.
something? You know what I mean?
That
No, I ain't got I got nothing for you, sir. You have a great day.
is an awesome photo.
It's like the thought if you're swimming and you look back and it's like, why the water turn brown?
Yeah. That does.
Oh, you guys made me ink. Well, yeah, you did, Brock, like you always do.
There you go, Brock. Nice.
I mean, gosh, nobody can find these fish.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere, and they're good size, especially that flounder. Look at that. So good looking fish.
Can't swing a dead cat without hitting a mangrove.
Justin's mom came to visit this week and got her very first pompano.
Nice.
And it was a good one. Video is going to be dropping soon. It's been fun. It's good out there, and mom's hooked now. So we'll see more of that.
Awesome. Way to go,
Almost
Justin.
there, guys. You're almost there. Maybe you're not.
Are we?
Oh, maybe I should stop.
What's up,
maybe
Chip?
I should pay attention to how many I put a day.
You back in the States?
What's that?
I said, what's up, Chip? You back in the States now?
Oh, hey. I can't see any of the comments. So.
Yeah.
Brian, always love that. Brian's a hell of an angler,
Brian.
and he is very much so on sharing information, but beautiful red right there.
Absolutely.
Flounder?
Yeah.
You want flounder? Hey,
we
yeah,
said it's out there.
Yeah, flounder. If it'll load.
There you go.
That's a decent one right there. He definitely had fun. I loved all this stuff.
Oh, yeah. Isaiah out there.
Isaiah. If you don't know Isaiah, you probably know his dog by now.
Yeah. He does post a lot about his dog.
Such a cute puppers. Good looking. Like that one should be framed. What are you talking to? Who you want some? But definitely a good run out there. Good stuff, Isaiah. Jack Crevel, Crevale, all that stuff. Bill Rose, I believe he was from out of town. No.
Got to church it up there, Joe. How do you get him there?
That's a serious Jack.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's just a little one.
Nice.
That's a good catch. But as you can see where he is, and that walk is more than likely heading towards the end. And then as you saw there where the ending was, where he was
on the end.
So that Jack took him for a walk. And if you've ever caught one, you know as well as I do, them damn things, they're gonna make you earn it. They're gonna event on Facebook, add it to your calendar. So there's the Outcast Outcast Tackle and Marine Fall Sale starting at 5 a.m. and it will be full at 5 a.m. Don't think that you'll get there earlier than anybody else. No, it'll be full
next Thursday.
Yeah, or is it this Thursday?
Next.
Yeah. Plastic Navy Navarre. That's some decent size right there.
Heck yeah.
That was a good one. Real good catches. I'm not going to pull this up because it's going to start loading, but your saltwater guide, I interviewed him before. He had on Bama Beach Bum. He had basically the Beach Bum Outdoors crew on today. So if you want to go back and take a look at that live, lots of information was passed on that. I may or may not have been able to listen when my boss wasn't paying attention to me. So it was kind of cool. Panhandle inshore fishing.
Frank.
Here he is. Frank out there doing what he does.
Nice.
Nice trouts and a good red. All keepers and happy. So yes, Brian's getting a little crazy with the cheese whiz with his scroll, ladies and gentlemen. If you want to get on the scroll, all you got to do is keep posting.
Yeah.
Holy crap, that took forever.
And breathe. We're done. JC, welcome. We skipped some guys here. Deerfield, what's up, Brian? Pumping out them carts. Seen them going out everywhere.
Well, I get to go
We
back
got this one. Elsick, I'll say. Doing a rental this weekend. My daughter wants to do some fishing in Choctawhatchee Bay. Do I need to hit the flats? I would say yes. If you want trout, redfish, definitely hit the flats. Over in that area. You should do pretty good.
Yeah, you guys will have a good time. I mean, right now is great. And if you're looking for mangrove, like we said earlier, any structure right now, bridges, pilings, rocks at the jetties, phenomenal areas to go ahead and target that stuff. Really, really great fishing right now. And I think it's only going to get better as we're getting out of this heat. We're coming into the fall run, which means a lot more is going to get active. We're going to continue on with catching really good ones. I look forward really to the pier catching. We're going to start seeing some real fun species popping up here in the fall. And of course, pompano and pompano.
Yeah, absolutely. And depending on what you specifically mentioned Choctawhatchee Bay. So if you're staying up the north side, I don't know, Niceville or whatever, if you're staying in Destin, I would suggest hitting like a half hitch out there in Destin, or what's the one at the base of the 331 bridge? There's another tackle store out there. It's not Bay Breeze. Is it Bay Breeze? No,
Bay Breeze is before it off 98. They're on the right.
98. God, I don't know why it's escaping me right now, but it's where Brock's at right now. But you can stop in there. Bay Baits. Thank you, Steven.
Thanks, Steven.
And Jason and everyone else who's chiming in now while Brian and I are brain farting.
We're just staring at like,
I know, like something Bay. Yeah, Bay Baits out there. Stop in there, ask those guys what's hitting, and they'll be happy to hook you up and get you set up. All the local tackle shops in that area will get you set up and direct you in the right, put you in the right direction, I should say.
Swanee, Samsonite. That was way off.
All these old movie references.
It's what we do. We talk mechanics, we talk fishing, and we make old references.
Exactly.
Copeland is also, that's right.
Yeah. Nice. Good stuff.
Oh man, it was a good show, man. It was good to talk to everybody. Thank you all for coming and enjoying, having in with us. We always love with the comments. We interact with you all the time. We're trying to make sure we don't squirrel as much nearly as possible. And just keep tagging us. Have a great weekend. We look forward to seeing your catches over the weekend. Make sure you tag us back.
Absolutely. All right, folks, we appreciate it. As Brian said, we'll see y'all next week. Until then, later.
Bye.